Nygaard left the game. Any update or subsequent changes? As a
He's
result?
getting looked at this afternoon. We'll know more tomorrow morning, but looks like it could be a serious injury. But I'm not won't elaborate till I get the final details of it this afternoon.
Role player, or actually, so will we get a chance to see?
Well, we'll talk about that this afternoon once we figure out where we're at with everybody.
You sometimes say after a chance to watch the game over again, your opinion can change a bit if you had a chance to view things. And
Yeah, I mean it was an entertaining game. Lots of emotion in it. I thought there was some crispness that after a 10-day break you can see. I'd like to see a little better execution in some situations, but it was a hard-fought game. It was a game that probably could have went either way. I thought we had some good chances to capitalize and didn't. Then it comes to a shootout, and we ring off 2 posts, and that's the way it goes. So close game, hard-fought game. You'd rather have 2 points than 1.
How did you see the Giordano play on Connor was not too happy? I don't know if he was upset at the refs or upset.
Did you watch it? Have you looked at it close? I'm not sure there was much of a knee there, but he's trying to stick his hip out a little bit because he was beat. So I think probably cooler heads have prevailed today.
Zack Kassian signing a contract extension. He's been called by some of the guys the heart and soul of the room. Where do you say, or what does he bring to this group?
He brings a real passion to the game. He's a real well-liked guy in there. He's a big, heavy guy that you get in those hard games. He finds ways to grind, and I still think there's more upside in him, and on the offensive part, and keep contributing. Especially, you need 5-on-5 players. He's been a good 5-on-5 player for us. So he's just one of those guys in your room. You need guys like that if you want to go into playoff series and have chances to win. So brings a lot of good hockey, good play, and some good skill, but brings good passion and emotion to the team also.
Dave, how do you know as a coach, like Leon says Yamamoto's an NHL player now. How do you know as a coach that the call-up is not going back? Games like last night where you play them a lot against the rivalry, or?
Yeah, well, games like last night, you learn a lot about your team. You learn a lot about players, that who plays well in situations, who plays well in the game, kind of. So, Yamo is just. I think he probably would have been here earlier, but he missed all of training camp. Went down and got his feet wet down there and got his game up and going a little bit. I mean, he had some NHL experience before, which it's not as if he was coming in, eyes wide open kind of thing and wondering how it was going to go. He knew how it was going to go, and I give players credit like that. They come in and they get the opportunity, and I'm sure he was chomping at the bit for the opportunity. He came in and did little things that allow you to be a good player in a game and allow a coach to trust you in those situations. And when a player does that and contribute to your lineup, he usually stays there. So that's.
An NHL player in your eyes.
He really looks like an NHL player to me. You play big minutes in a game like that last night, and not just play minutes, but play well in minutes like that. He's been a good player for us.
3-on-3 in overtime.
Well, that's part of his skill set. He can play in those situations.
you, more often than not, it's Leon and Connor together 3-on-3. What's the thought process to splitting them up and having one on the ice at a time?
Well, our results haven't been very good the last little while, so you're trying to find new results.
Playing the Blues, often a team plays the rivalry twice, and then the game in between is not a game against the Stanley Cup champ. So this is good and bad, I presume.
Yeah, well, you just you recognize coming out of the break the schedule that you have, and you take it one game at a time. Like you gotta. Last night, everybody lots of talk about that game, but now you got to turn around, and it's a great test for us. St. Louis is a really good team that you have to come out. If you expect to get points, you got to play well, and that'll be the case tomorrow night. If we want a chance to get points, we're going to have to be at our best, and that's why we'll get a little rest today and get charged up and get ready for tomorrow.
Have they done a lot to you defensively in the 2 games you played, or you just haven't got much going offensively? You only scored 2 in 3 goals.
I'm trying to remember. The game up there was a tight game. We put a little push on at the end. Here, I thought they got 2 empty net goals. I thought it was a real well-played game, but we came up short on it. Gave up a couple power play goals, so we'll see where we get to this time.
Dave, regarding you're talking about the Giordano McDavid thing. I mean, we saw the documentary on what Connor went through to get back. So is there understanding, that Connor's going to be maybe not extra sensitive, but,
Yeah, all players are sensitive like that. The game was full of emotion last night, right? So that's take into consideration where you are, and there was no penalty called on it. And looking at it, I don't think there was a malice part of sticking your knee way out against him or anything like that. It's a hard hockey game. That's hockey. That's what it is.